In today's video, we're making pretty, plentiful pockets. It's a pocket with another pocket and embellishing. Stay tuned for a variety of pocket ideas. Hi everybody, it's Julie and it is Stash Busters Saturday. And since we are working on our Scrapbuster journal, I thought I would just carry that over. We are going to make our pretty, plentiful pockets. And what those are is you need to make a pocket for your journal and it needs to have another pocket on it. So a pocket for your journal with another pocket on it. So I have pulled out some more things out of the peach box. And so let's go ahead and see what we can start off with. So I have this wallpaper. I do like both sides. But I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a pocket. And for this one, normally I would go ahead and I would measure and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and just try and get this little thing in the center. Okay, so I'm going to try and center the pretty part of this best that I can. Okay. Okay, and then just like I do the book page pocket, we're going to go ahead and kind of like the look of the messy side on this one. So we are going to go ahead and put our glue across the bottom. I'm going to use the fabric tack because I'll know pretty much right away if it's going to stick or not since it's wallpaper. And so I'm going to go ahead and set this side down. Just what I needed, more glue on my fingers. Yeah, but don't put this glue on your clothes. Don't put the fabric tack on your clothes. Okay, and then we're going to come over and put some on the edge of this because that's where I decided I would go ahead and put that down. Okay, so that gives me my pocket. Okay, and I need to add a second pocket to this. And so I think what I'm going to do is, because I just got that glue there, that just gave me this idea, is to do the same thing again. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and this side is going to come over. We'll go ahead and do it like we did the money clip, the money paper the other day. Okay, do that and that. And then I'm just going to pull off the pieces that are trying to go off the edge here. Okay. This one's a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here and some glue here. Close that. Should have closed it on the bottom now. Well, that would be upside down. Okay, anyway, I digress. We need this to stay down, stay closed. Stay down, stay closed. Pull out a bone folder for this. Okay. So for this, you don't need to make your insert. Your insert can be made from one of your other, the other things that you do. Okay, we're going to save that because I really like this. I don't want to lose what we've got going on here. We need a second pocket on this little piece here. Or this could go on something bigger. I like that idea better. I'm lost. Aha, here we go. Okay. Okay, so if we go ahead and pull this, this can go here. Okay, and we can sew this on and we'll have a pocket here. We sew it this way, okay? So we'll sew it, we'll have a pocket here and this pocket here. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and use my 1-inch hole punch. That way you know that that is that. We'll go sew this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've sewn around this. It's pretty tight quarters here, but I have like guest checks and things like that that I can build to go in there. So we need to add our 3 other items here, and I think I'm going to take advantage of the area to the outside here and add some lace, because whenever I can, I think that that's kind of cool. I think we'll go ahead and go with the Dollar Tree lace pieces that I have here, because that should show up all the way over at the edge. Okay, so there's one thing. And then I like this. Take a moment. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to put it up here. Take a moment. I like that. Okay, and then we had a little bit of, actually it doesn't, it looks like it's supposed to be there now that I look at that. So we've got our lace, we've added our word, and since I have this embroidery thread also on my desk from that box of things, I'm going to go ahead and do one of those tie across, but it's going to have to be single, I think. So we'll just go through this edge over here, through the lace. Okay. Or you know what? Up and down might be cool. Let's see. I have, what do I have? I have an avocado dyed this that can go in there. Okay. And yeah, that's going to be too big. I'm hoping that one of these little guest checks will fit. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at there. So what I'm thinking is, okay, we've got our words right here. If we go ahead, start this here and go around this edge down here a couple of times. Cut it. One of these should go under, I think. I don't know. Okay, and then just tie this in a bow. But I want to tie it in my bow up here by the sticker, the word sticker. Okay. There we go. Go. Okay, so there's that. And so we have our pocket with a pocket. That's one. Okay, so we have this one. And it is just not quite. I think they're cool, and they're the right color for this. Okay, so that's going to be my background. This is going to be my pocket. You know, sometimes things change, right? Does that happen with you? Does things you do things differently than you originally planned? Every once in a while. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open, but I am going to go ahead and close this off. Okay, so the bottom of my pocket is open here. I'm going to go ahead and put this down on this. This was Happy Meal. I believe it came from Jessica, but I'm not positive. Okay, and then I'm going to take this piece. Should I do that one? Yeah, we'll put that one on, but I have an idea for on top of it. Okay, and this is going to be my other pocket. Okay, so I'm just going to go around the 3 edges. Again, normally I would do this with the Tombow, but because I'm filming, I'm going to use the fabric tack because it's faster, it will dry faster. It's just, it works for this. Okay, so there I have a little pocket here and a pocket here, and I actually have a pocket here too. Okay, now I need to decorate, and I happen to have, I have this. I have this from, I think this is from the maps from the Golden Book kits. Okay, so, and of course you know I love numbers. So I'm thinking that that might be really, yeah, I'm going to go with that across there. And what I'm making pockets because my pages are not ready yet for my journal. I'm going to make all the things, and then I'm going to be putting things together. So of course that's not, you don't have to do it that way. That's just, okay, so there's that. And I happen to have some of these, and I have some sewing pattern paper. Always a cool addition, I think. So, let me come right here to the edge. Go ahead and cut this piece off. Okay, and the way I'm going to put that on is I am going to grab the bottom of my Tombow Mono liquid glue because I can get nice little coverage here. Don't want to close off my pocket up there at the top. Okay, go ahead and put that down. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and rip you all know there we go. Okay. So that just gives me something different, something, some trash, because it was a pattern that would have been thrown away. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this little teacup. This is from the rub-ons from Dollar Tree, and they also work amazing with this, with what I'm working with here. I mean, like, with this digital kit, with these pages, it's just so perfect. The peach colors are perfect. And the blue. Okay, so you just go ahead and use something to put it down and then come back and lift it up. And there we have our 3 additions. Okay, so we added the rub-on, we added this, and you saw that I've already used a piece of this, so that makes that a scrap, definitely. Okay, so we have this little pocket down here that is going to be able to be a little pocket. We have this pocket here, and depending on how we put this in, it could be another pocket as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so next I have this envelope, and somewhere along the line it lost its page. It lost its flap. So that's going to be a pocket right there. I think it's going to be a perfect pocket. And then I have this napkin. I believe the Patreons got this napkin a while back, I believe. The Emerald Patreons got this in one of their embellishment kits. Oh, check it out. We've got napkins. I can use those to clean off the thing here. Okay, so this can fit on here perfectly, right like that, and right across there. Or I can bring it down so that the bird is on there. We lose across. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is going to go here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my glue down. Okay, glue down. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down on top, right up to that edge. I am going to put some lace over it, I think, so I'm not going to worry if it's not perfectly to that edge. But I don't want my napkin to stick either, so I'm going to go ahead and cut across. Okay, so then we'll just go ahead and put that down, pat that down all the way across. I call this dry decoupage because I am not a fan of decoupage in my journals. So this is how I get around that. And we could just go ahead and rip that, but I'm a little concerned about how straight that is. Okay, so there we go with that. And then I'm going to come down here and cut across the bottom. Okay, and that gives me the base of my first envelope. Okay, and remember we need an envelope, or not an envelope, a pocket with our pocket. So there we go. We're going to let that dry. Okay, so our next thing is to decide on where I want to make my next pocket. Do I want to make it bigger and have the pocket up, or go smaller and have the pocket down? I do know if I can, I want to use like some heavier paper. If I can't, then I'll have to back it to something. So, you know, we do have this that we that we started using, and I think we can go ahead and add our second pocket using this. It might be kind of fun to go here even. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark it with my thumb where I want it to go. So again, I'm just getting my pockets ready because my pages are not. So we're going to go there. And if I were to put it on here, I think cutting it across right there. I think we'll cut it. If we cut it here, then there will still be room for something to go behind that. So I have that little piece I can use for something else. So again, now we could go with this. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Okay, so remember this is an envelope that is missing its flap that was in my scraps. Okay, so this gives me my two pockets, because remember you're making plentiful pockets. Pretty plentiful pockets. So that means that this time your pocket has a pocket. So somehow your pocket element needs to have a pocket. I'm going to go ahead and lift that up just a little bit on that bottom row down there. Okay, and so what we've built here is a large pocket. Now remember, I have all this mess right here, and it has dried. Okay, so I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add some of the piece of, I guess I'm going to have to go this way. That's okay. Or we could use the little one. I do have the smaller lace that has a knot in it. Maybe now is the time to take out the knot. Okay. So just to clear up that top edge and to add some more, something really pretty, we're going to go ahead and we'll go across. And there we go. Okay, so we've added a napkin and some lace to our pocket. I really like that. I like it a lot. Okay. Okay. So this is pocket number 1. This is pocket number 2. Just making sure that it is staying down. Staying down. Okay. Remember, we do have this to work with still. We have our little piece of this. I think let's go back to using this. Okay. Also from I think this was left over from the golden book the kitty cat golden book. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I want it to, yeah, well, I kind of like it down here though, but I'm going to go ahead and have it stop underneath the bird. Okay. So I think 3 is a good amount. Come over here. Somebody has to go. This one's already under. This one's over. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this up so that it's kind of under the bird, or right at the bird. I'm going to pull it a little tight because you lose some of that tautness when you're making your bow, or I do. Okay, so there's that. And I think we'll go ahead and, since we're using our Rapunzel hair or our gold thread, we'll go ahead and do that. And like that. So this is for the March Scrapbuster Junk Journal Challenge. The video is in the description box down below. It is a free challenge to make a junk journal and using your scraps, and it does have some challenging rules because it's a challenge, and we'd love to have you join us. This is for March 2021. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull those 2 pieces that are flying around back up. So this is double-sided tape that I used there. And we're going to go ahead and put that in underneath. Okay, so that gives us all of that. Okay, so we have our 2 pockets. We used our napkin, our lace, our embroidery thread, and we also used the thread, or the thread, the Rapunzel hair. Okay, and then we're going to come back here and just go ahead and put this down. I'm going to glue this down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue down, and then I'm going to come back with a scrap, and that will help hold it in place. Okay. And I want it to be right at the edge there. Okay, so that gives us another pocket, and I love it. If you're here at the premiere, I'm waving hi, and say hello to Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I'm so glad you've joined us today. If this is your first Dear Julie premiere, just know we use this format so that we can use that live chat. We'd love to have you join us in that live chat. If you are here at the 10:30 premiere, just hit that live chat button right down there. Come on over, say hello, introduce yourself. We'd love to get to know you. We also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. That is our hub of everything Dear Julie, and you can find out more about what we do right over there. And don't forget, there is a free digital in the files section while we are home, safer at home. Oh yes, don't forget the YaYa digital kit and its companions are on sale in the Etsy shop for 50% off through March 8th, 2021. Let's get back to our program. Okay, so on to our next one, and I have brought with me some junk mail. So remember, as I'm doing this, I'm trying also to use up the items that you are to use in the journal. And one of the categories is recycle, which is junk mail. So this will help me take care of that category. Okay, so I am turning my privacy envelope inside out. This is something that I like to do. I actually made a whole entire junk journal out of privacy envelopes that I turned inside out. And I added pages and all kinds of things. It is an awesome, awesome journal, and I will put the card right up here if you'd like to watch that. And I'll also put it at the end of the video as one of your choices. Okay, so you know, right here you could have a bank envelope, but I digress. Okay, so we need 2 pockets out of this, and okay, so if we go ahead and fold it this way, okay, so I'm folding it in half. Okay, so I folded it in half, and that would give us okay, and then I'm going to pull this over. Okay, so I folded it in half. Now I want to clean this up, so I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 flaps back down. That didn't work. Blue pen from the kitty. Do your magic so that I can do this. Okay, blue pen back in the kitty. And here we go. Okay, so we're going to put some glue there. Come down, put some glue here. Okay, so I have taken care of closing both of those sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold this up and see if one side okay. Folding everything here. Okay. Okay, so we folded that. Now we're going to come here and let's go ahead and fold this. We'll fold this one in. Okay. And we're going to fold this one. Okay, so this one we folded and we went to the line. Okay, so we folded it and we went to the line. This is from the back of the envelope. We folded and went to the line. This one we're going to take and go fold corner to corner. Okay, so here's my corner and here's my corner. So it's going to be a different fold than that one. Folding corner to corner. Okay. And we need to cut this one. Okay, so I did go ahead and cut that one. Go ahead and give it a really good tight fold there. Okay, so what we have, okay, you see we still have our flap over here. Our flap is still over here. This is going to come across and we are going to have this fold here and this fold here. And I just wanted to do that so that you would have a place that you could see that, you know, the fold goes here. Okay, we're going to do one more fold. We're going to pull this up and we're going to fold this in about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. So it's actually more like 3/4 of an inch. And what I'm doing there is I'm cleaning up this edge. with folds. Without cutting, I don't want more scraps. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this. Okay, so I put my glue on, and you only need it basically on this bottom piece here. Okay. Okay. So that's going to give us that little pocket right there. Okay. And then this, we're going to still keep this flap, because this is going to make it so that this pocket can be a flap inside our journal. If you don't want it to be a flap, then you can go ahead and do that, clean it up, and there you go. You could even put this, put your glue on this, and you'd have like a little bit of an accordion pocket there. Okay, so that is my pocket base for this one, and now I need to decorate it. I am going to go with the fact that I want to do this. Okay, so I am going to go ahead, and knowing that we had, ooh, that would be pretty. Anyway, I digress. So I'm thinking we can go ahead and put this on here. Again, using up our scraps. That's what this is all about here, is using up our scraps. See if I can find a bottle that has... I like to use the bottom of these bottles. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put this, kind of get an idea of how far over I need to go. There might be air in this one. Sometimes they have air and you can't actually, there we go. They'll have like, or not air, but they have like a hole, and so there's no pressure to make it go. So this is what I call dry embossing. I like to do this because I am not a huge fan of Mod Podging in my journals. I Mod Podge covers and things, but not the actual on the pages and things. Okay, so I want to use this map page here, because I did go over the edge so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down here. Then I'm going to go ahead and rip this map piece. Okay, so this was these pieces that were left after when I made the kits for the golden books. Those were from last year. And they got a very colorful map in each of the kits. And to fit them in the envelope, I had to cut them. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and just trim this down and trim this one down. Okay, so that gives me that. Okay, and so now, so what we end up with is we have a pocket here and a pocket here. And we do want to close this up. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we have this here I'm going to just use this to close my pocket. Okay. I will be making the inserts for this in other videos. Okay, this time we are doing the actual pocket. So I have this package of ephemera. So that comes over there. Oh, I like that, right like that. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this on here. And usually I like to make like ensembles where I have the whole little thing. You know, so this would have your two pockets and you'd be making two inserts also. But I didn't do that in the rules this time. You're welcome. I heard that. Okay. Come over here, make sure that we're still working good over there. And you know what? There's still glue. So I'm going to glue that onto the pieces of glue that are left. Pull this down, and I'll just tie it in a knot down here underneath it. Tie it in a knot. You could put a little something on there too. Okay, so we added some map, we added a napkin, we added that. We have our pocket here. Okay, and we have our little pocket here as well. And remember, we're using the YaYa digital kit. So one of these cards I think are going to be really pretty in that front piece, along with what we've got going on over here. Okay, so now for this particular one, remember I'm going to do it so that it folds. Oh, you know what? That took care of it doesn't need to fold. We'll see. We'll see when it gets there. So I'm not going to do this part. We'll wait and see if we end up needing to have it fold like we had it in the beginning. So there we go. We've got that. Okay. And so for our next one, we have over here some ledger paper. And I thought that we could go ahead and make a fold up, fold down. Okay, so this one actually has the holes. So if I go ahead and line up those holes, be something different, right? Line up the holes and fold it. Okay, so lined it up, fold it. I need to trim this down. And what we have here is we have a flip up, flip down. We need to switch it out, and it needs to become a pocket. So we have not used any of the digital. I don't think. We might have used a little bit. Okay. Let's see. We could go with one of the mini pages. So I'm going to put that here. Okay, so this is the mini ephemera for this YaYa junk journal, and it is on sale in the Etsy shop. Okay, so here is These are parts of the mini journal, but you can also use them, if I had printed it on cardstock, you could also use it as postcards. Okay, so I love this kit. I had the items out when I was making the Spring Days kit, which is also on sale this weekend for 50% off. And I had the ephemera out, and I was like, oh, I love. Okay, so we could go and put this down here. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. We're going to put this down here. We're going to go ahead and make this a pocket on this side. No. Yeah, because I want to use those holes. Oh, well, I know what we can do. We can add a hole. Okay, but we are going to put a pocket here. Okay, so this is going to be interesting the way that I have to put this on here. Okay, so I have a column ledger, and this is going to be the top. I'm going to go ahead and make my pocket here. Okay, so we have to have a pocket, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll close this part off. Okay, we're going to close this. And I'm putting my glue on this because it's the smaller of the pieces that I have. Okay, then I'm going to come across right in between these lines. And that's going to give me where my pocket is going to be. Okay, so this up here is all going to be closed off. But this is going to give me a side pocket. So all your pockets don't have to be face up. They all don't have to be a specific size. You just have to have a pocket with a pocket. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold this up. And I'm going to put our ladies, the YaYas, I'm going to put them down here. Okay. I need it to come down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so there we go. And then we'll go ahead and cut off the pieces that are, and what are the chances? You know, I folded that because of the holes, and it ended up being just the right size. Now for this up here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this also. Okay, I'm going to fold this up. I'm not going to worry about the hole because I already know that I have to come out and do some work on the holes. Okay, so folding that across, I'm going to go ahead and use the glue, and that will give us a nicer edge on that. Okay, and that can go ahead and come down. And now, so we've added, we have one pocket here. Okay, one pocket here. And I think we'll go ahead and use our round punch. I have to do it from the inside of the pocket, I think. Go inside the pocket and just cut that little piece out. That way you know where the tag is going to go. Okay, so it's going to get a small tag. eventually in there. Okay, so that is one pocket. Now we need to go ahead and we do need to trim the top just a little tiny bit. And a little better trim on that. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my hole punch. I have a larger hole punch. And I'm going to just try and line the top of it with the hole. And there we go. Okay, and then I need to do this on this one as well. So I'm going to take and try and line that up. And there you go. So this is a 5/16. And I got it, it's by Miguel. I got it actually at a True Value hardware store. Okay, so there's that and that. And I think we need to go ahead and we're going to add, no we're not. I was going to add one more hole, but I'm not going to. Okay, okay, so there's that and that. Okay, so you open this up and we are going to have another pocket on the inside. So this is my usual flip up, flip down. I make these, you see them all the time in what I do. And so we need another pocket. And I want to use something that we have hanging around. Okay, and this one does not need to be as big, but you know what? I'm thinking that it might be kind of cool to do it with the words in that direction. So let's go ahead and fold this like this. And cut it across like this. I like that it says across. We'll put this here. And we'll come over and we'll stop it here because of the hole. There is a method to my madness. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and fold this up inside of it. This is just going to help make this stronger. Okay, that's all. If you have cardstock that you're doing with this with, great. I don't. I'm using crossword puzzle. Okay, so there we go. There's that. That's going to give me a nice thick edge there. Remember, I like numbers, so I'm going to keep the numbers down there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in just like we do a pocket. Okay, so there's that. And I think that, okay, so that we can use up stuff that we have right here, I've lost. There it is. I was going to say we can use that piece of the napkin on here. Okay. Piece of the napkin. I'm going to do it at an angle. Sometime today. Okay, we'll go ahead and put down what we had left of the napkin. Okay, and then I'm going to clean this up. Probably could have done it before we put it on there, huh? Okay, so there's napkin and map. This is our second pocket. So when this goes up and this goes down, we'll have, the girls will be showing there. We'll have something coming out here. You'll go ahead and open this and we'll have this pocket right here. So using something that isn't going to be too bulky, I think we'll go ahead and grab somebody from here. So from the little stamps. And I think we'll go with the girl in yellow. And while I'm cutting, I'm just going to go ahead and cut across. You get a much nicer cut if you just finish your cut. Okay. So you can see I can make a whole lot of stuff with this kit. There's actually, I believe there's a micro or a mini and a teeny mini embellishments kits for the mini or page. Okay, so there we go. We're going to put her right down there. And we could have put her on white and made her look more like a stamp. Would be another way of doing this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to come up with my closure for here. And I have this peach ribbon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, so the way that this is going to go up is it'll go like this and close like that. So okay, so the part that is always there is this right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take some fabric tack. I think the side of my fabric tack exploded out the side. Because earlier I saw a bubble come out the side. Yeah, it's weird. So I'm going to have to grab a different container. That's really weird. Okay, so I'm going to take that and put that down. Okay. And so this is going to come up and we'll be able to close this with a little bow. Just tie a bow. Just tie a bow. Okay, there you go. Little bow. Okay, so that is our flip up, flip down, and this is connected here. Okay, now this can go onto your journal and it can be another pocket here or a tuck, or you could even tie it into something maybe. So, but it's also free so that this pocket could be a floating pocket where you would be able to put it in a pocket in your journal. So there's that. The one thing that I don't like is that up there. So I'm going to go ahead and use this so that I can, so it's not on the desk anymore. So this will come right across. I'm just trying to cover up the word staples. Because yes, I have a lot of vintage ledger but it's my larger ledgers. Okay, the ones that I get to fold in journals. And then I get my ledger at Staples. And it's cheaper to buy it in the store than to buy it online. Like crazy, crazy cheaper. I was absolutely shocked. I did a buy online, pick up in store, and it was dollars difference. Dollars difference. Okay, so that's my flip up, flip down. We've added that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2. I have to count these every once in a while. Crazy messy desk. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have five so far. We need 1 more. And I'm going to put these right here. And I want to use this. It's like just screaming, please use me. And so we have that. And so these are some of the collaged pages from the journal. Okay. I'm hoping that we can take this off. We can. Yay! Okay. Let's go ahead and trim this down. It's real thin. It's on copy paper. Because this page was meant to be a mini journal page. A lot of my kits will have a mini journal inside of them. So we're going to go ahead and take this and glue it onto this just to give it... Look at all these glues. And I'm trying to hurry before Tom comes home and get this video made. And I really would like to make one more. Today is tax day. We have a Zoom appointment with the tax. Okay. Oh, you know what? I want this to be the pocket. I don't know if you caught that. I want this to be stronger, not to be the pocket, but to be the strong paper that is going to be the pocket. Okay. So if you've started making your elements, which is your favorite so far? And is there one that you're not sure what you're supposed to do? Is there still of the, we've done several of them already. Are there any that you're not sure what the heck I was talking about when I made it? Okay, so this is ready to be a pocket. And there's no stickiness to that. I wanted to make sure. Okay, if we take this, do that, then we come down here and we do that. So we'll have a fabric pocket and we'll have the gorgeous from the YaYa collage digital kit. Okay, go ahead and clean up the edges. I'm doing them before this time because I want to make sure that I am able to now you can leave this open because there's room and put something longer in it. I'm going to go ahead and shorten it because the one thing that I find is I have a lot of shorter tags usually that will be just the perfect size for this. Okay. Okay, I want to make sure I'm covering the letters that were on this paper. So again, this is using recycle. I'm using a Dear Julie digital, so I'll be able to get, if I finish and I finish on time, I'll be able to get into the VIP early. You laugh, but there have been times when I didn't finish my journal and I was like, are they gonna let me go to the party? And they did. I know, it's my party, but it's still kind of funny. Okay, so I need to cut this. I'm going to cut it right at that. Okay, so this is going to give me a fabric pocket. So something different than what we've been doing. A little fabric pocket. And we did use one of the... Okay, we're just going to cut this. You know what? It looks like I didn't cut it correctly back in the day when I made it. We're just... Could be why we always have trouble with it, right? Big bubble going up. Okay. Wow. What a difference. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn this over. And this was in the wallpaper sample that I had. The wallpaper sampler. Okay, I'm going to pull this up just a little bit more because I just had an idea. Okay. And it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they'll work. I'll make sure there's no glue. So I'm going to come back in and cut this with my pinking shears after the glue dries. Okay, but before that, I am going to take, and hopefully this works, my Martha Stewart punch. Cut this and get it ready. I don't want to forget that I was going to come back and do that. Okay, so wish me luck here because it's kind of thick paper. So you punch and you line it up for your next punch, and then where it's going in, you make sure that it is all the way up to the edge. I don't know if that, I didn't hear it crunch. Oh well. There's going to be a problem. Darn. Okay, well, sometimes it's the thought that counts. What if we go ahead and just Take that. Okay, so it'll have a little lace piece down there. Oh, okay. We're not gonna mess with the zigzag on this side. Okay, but here we go. We have a fabric pocket and we have a pocket up here. Okay, so that is pocket number 6. Whew, we made 6 pockets. They each have at least 3 items. Nope, this one needs some more stuff. You know, it's always something, right? Okay. I could just go ahead and put that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, I like that. And I like it because it closes up this gap. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put a piece of the little lace remnant. This was from the estate sale from last year at Valentine's Day. Then we'll go ahead and we'll just make a little shoestring bow. And this is one-sided, so the satiny side is one side. So that's why I was checking to make sure that I have satin side up, sunny side up, satin side up. Okay, we need a little tiny bow out of this ribbon. I have so much ribbon, you guys, from when I had my wedding business, and all the, oh my gosh, there's so much ribbon left over from all the weddings. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so we have the bow, lace, a little dot, dot, dot. I put it right here. Or should I put it? Yeah, it should go right down there. And since we're moving it. There we go. Dot, dot, dot. Okay. Okay, that makes number 6. So there's a one double pocket. It's a pretty plentiful pocket. And here is our second one. We have a place here. Okay, so something can go in here. And in here. And you have all that journaling space. Also, it's a flip up, flip down, and or a flip up, flip down, and it will close with this ribbon, just with a little shoestring bow. Okay, so there's number 2. Here's number 3. It's still a little damp, but we have our pocket here, and we have our pocket here that has a window. And we could go ahead and glue that. This also could go into the journal. That might be kind of cool in the center. If we did that, then we do need to do something with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. So we'll go ahead and put glue here and here. And you'll see on my videos a lot of times I'll change things out and add new things at the end. So if you tend to stay to the end, I go, oh, I have an idea. So this is kind of fun because we have this right here where something can go underneath both pieces. Okay. And that just opens this up to being able, it gives it, makes it more versatile that we can make it, put this in the center of the journal, and you'll have that. You'll have a place to write here. You'll have this pocket, and you'll have that pocket as well as a place to write there. So I think that that would be kind of cool. Anyway, that was number 3. This one, our water, where we used our wallpaper and I sewed it around, and we also used a book page. Okay, so there's 4. This one where we used the card, and this is our pocket. This is our pocket. We used one of the rub-ons from Dollar Tree. So we've got our double pockets. We added a piece of that paper that I've been using, one of the ripped pieces, and a piece of that map, and also some sewing pattern here. So we added a variety of things, came up with, actually there's 2 pockets here and a pocket here. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one that was made out of the envelope that was missing its flap. And so we have this pocket here and this pocket here, and we have the strings going around, and we have the Rapunzel hair thread, some embroidery thread. We use the napkin and some of the lace. So those are my 3 pockets. And remember, this one can be a floating pocket. So it could go here, and then you would have a pocket in a pocket in a pocket. Okay, so there you go. Those are my 6 pretty plentiful pockets for the March Scrapbuster Junk Journal Challenge. Are you having fun using up your scraps? I sure am. Don't forget to go watch one of these videos because YouTube really likes that. And also, I'm putting the journal that I made out of privacy envelopes in the, it'll be up there, the playlist, or excuse me, the video for the privacy envelope journal. If you've not seen that one, it's my #1 video, and I made an entire journal out of privacy envelopes, turned them inside out, did all kinds of fun, wonderful things. And then there's a second video where I decorated it using a day in the life. And I don't have it to show you because it has a home. I sold it and it has a home. So yeah, so go check that out. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.